Being located in the Music City, this building has hosted a lot of great music acts since its inception, but this is what she was made for, NFL football, and that's what we have today in Nashville at Nissan Stadium. Today we've got a matchup here in pivotal Week 7 between the Indianapolis Colts and the Tennessee Titans. Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. This will be fielded inside the 5. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. A carry by Taylor to start the drive. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down. So this game, Charles, you know, we talk about potential unbeaten seasons a lot. It feels like every year at some point in the season we talk about that. But this is one of those games where if you're unbeaten, you got to be careful. You can't take this one too lightly.
You're exactly right about that. And by rights, this should be a cakewalk. Almost a week off. Let the starters run up the score in the first half. Backups get to play in the second. But you and I both know that funny things sometimes happen when you think this way. So it's incumbent upon the starters to really play well to make it work for this team.
Let's go, defense. Let's get out the field, defense.
First and 10, Taylor now. And he's across the 45. It'll be second down. These two teams met in Indy earlier in the year with the Colts coming out on top. So a win here in Nashville would give them the season series. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's second and 7. Now they'll throw it with Ryan. And he's going to have the hook up to QT. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. Ryan now to throw on third down. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. So that one a hold right guard.
And you understand why offensive and defensive linemen probably go to martial arts schools and work on their hands so often, because that can be the make or break difference on a play. This time he had to grab a jersey in order to make the play happen. Got caught for the penalty.
On third down, Ryan. And he'll find QT on the right side complete. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field, and here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's first and 10 at the 41. They give to Taylor out of the gun. Room here to run. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last two plays.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
On first down, Ryan. He'll get this one to Pittman. And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. On second down, it's Taylor. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. 50 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start. The impressive opening drive continues, and just space being created by those guys up front.
We're seeing this the same way, aren't we? We are seeing an offensive line, as this game gets started, as it starts to unfold, that they are dominating the line of scrimmage.
Taylor is not going anywhere. He'll be hit and dropped for no gain at the 2-yard line. Second and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line. They'll they'll look to run with Taylor. And he takes it in for a Colts score. Jonathan Taylor, his 11th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Colts get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. First and 10 now. Willis and the Titans at their own 25-yard line. They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. DeForest Buckner using that size to force his way in there and make the stop behind the line. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Again, it's Henry. This defense for the Colts, they were very good in the win last week against Jacksonville.
Anytime you can hold a team to less than 10 points, your expectation of winning that game has to be sky high. In fact, you'd be absolutely stunned to come away with a loss in that one. Could you imagine going to the press conference and trying to explain that?
On 3rd down, it's Willis. And he fires one, but incomplete.
That was their first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
So the Titans are forced to punt as Brett Kern is on to do the honors. They call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. I mean, look, they're on the road. So getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game. It'd be ideal.
That one good for 33 and a first.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
Now Ryan on 1st down. Open man is QT, complete. It's so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. A very solid gain of 27.
How about the way they're moving the ball down the field? They had a big play a moment ago, followed it up with another nice one here, and before you know it, they're already looking at 1st and goal.
Here's Ryan. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. There is no denying they want to get him involved. That's already the 5th time that they've looked his way in this first quarter.
So that tells me defensively that they want to insist on going in that direction. Make sure you've got your best people in the area to try and take.
And he's got his target. It's caught for a Colts touchdown. Kiki QT. His first touchdown on the year. And the Colts are off to a 13-0 first quarter lead. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good. And that'll make the score 14-0. The Colts kicking team is out there now, and they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And they had lost 2 in a row prior to getting the open week last weekend, so potentially a chance for them to get away for a bit, keel up, and come back strong.
That's what the hope is anyway, because you're going to find out now with your team, are you still focused on being the best you can be for the rest of the season with the things going the way they have earlier this year?
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Option play, Willis looking to run. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Really good effort. He does does it himself, picks up 15, also picks up the first down.
Well, I tell you, there is no antidote for speed, even at the quarterback position, as he keeps it himself and turns it into good yardage.
And it still takes time for a defender to react. Even as quarterbacks carry the ball more and more in today's NFL, they're still a little bit in disbelief and realize, oh my goodness, he's running with the ball. He may be 8, 10, 12 yards downfield at that point.
First and 10, it's Willis.
And he fires one incomplete.
The Titans at a disappointing 1-4 as they start play. And they come in with fresh legs. They got the extra time off thanks to an early season open week.
And usually your hope is that your open week comes a little bit later in the year. But when you get a chance to get your fresh legs back, you have to take that time and run with it. And that's what they're trying to get done here.
And no room that time, getting it to about the 46. Only a yard there on the keeper, and that's going to leave him with a third down.
They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. Third down, it's Willis. That ball nearly intercepted, but he could not hang on. Oh, a pick there certainly would have been nice. Instead, at least it'll be fourth down.
On is Kern, the punter, to send this one away. And he can't field it cleanly. It's loose. So not only do they get the fumble recovery on the punt, but now look at this field position. He almost took it the distance.
And the ability to not just make the play, but turn it into something big, that's what coaches harp on. Time. How do we create big plays that'll change the game? And that may have been one that just did.
A very short field to work with now. First and goal after the great punt return. And the Titans going to signal for a timeout defensively. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. And I don't quite know what's happening here. It's a first down, but the field goal team is out onto the field. And that is going to be no good. He pushed it wide to the right.
Always disappointing when you miss a field goal, but when you're playing against a defense this good, you and I both know that's a crucial miss because you can't afford to leave any points out there. You've got to take them when you can.
Going on here? Are they serious? First down, and they're in punt formation. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away.
On the return, it's Rodgers.
So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Colts are going to take over, albeit deep in their own territory. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive.
It has been about as perfect of a start to this game as these guys could have asked for, Charles. They've scored on their first 2 drives. They still haven't given anything up on the other side of the ball, so they can already make this a 3-score game here if they can come away with points on this drive.
Yeah, they're almost pushing them to the brink, aren't they, partner? Almost to the point now where it's a loss of words for me, which I know would excite all of our viewers, but you're just not supposed to see that type of dominance so quickly in a game like this. Everything they've done has been working so far. Offense, defense, you name it, it's going well for them.
And space opened up a bit. He's able to take this up past the 10.
93 yards rushing now for the NFL leader coming into this ball game. They'll try and run for the first with Taylor.
And he'll be brought down, it looks like, right at the 15. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains.
Well, someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot of it's been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on 3rd down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. And he goes down. It's a sack. They get him back at his own 3-yard line. That's Yannick Ngakoue with a sack.
Well, if an offense is going to throw the ball on this part of the field, any pass rusher will tell you that's his favorite part. Gets a chance to get after the quarterback. It's almost like a reverse red zone. They can create points using their defense, and this time they take their man down.
Running straight ahead, Taylor. And from the 4, they get it to the 8 on a pickup of 4.
And that last carry puts him right at 100 yards for the game. So how has he done it? Because he's been patient, followed his blocks, let everything develop, and then burst through for big gains.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right.
And that ball incomplete, nearly intercepted. Took a chance with that one. It'll lead to a 4th down.
Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. Taking a couple yards shy of midfield. It's a 40-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And the Titans are going to start this drive in great field position as they take over 1st and 10. A first down carry for Henry. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. They'll run it again with Henry. 5 yards on the carry there, and it leaves them with 3rd and about 6 yards to go.
But you've got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
On 3rd down, Henry. And he's going to be about a yard or 2 short of the first here. He needed the 35, but didn't make it. It's a gain of 5, and now the question, will the offense stay out there on 4th and 1? 2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. They'll run for it with Henry. And he's going to have the first down yardage to the 35. They only needed a few inches, and they didn't get much more than that. But by about the width of a shoelace, they convert on 4th down. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down.
Now they'll look to Willis to throw.
And Wilson with it, complete. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. That's good for 28 yards. This is 1st and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime.
From the gun, here's Willis.
Got a man, and it's taken in for a Titans touchdown. Robert Woods, his 3rd touchdown now on the year.
And the Titans are back within a score.
Extra point tacked on by Lambo, and that'll make our score 14-7. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive.
As we eke closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. 131 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here in this first half.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
They run once more with Taylor. And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards. Now Tennessee going to use the second of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. From the 36, Ryan. He'll find Paris Campbell. That's complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 22-yard line. From the gun, it's Ryan. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked by Kevin Byard. Well, this was a 14-0 game not too long ago. Things were looking pretty good. Then you give up the touchdown on the last drive. Now the interception.
So that's a lesson in trying to stay vigilant, isn't it? You have to stay on top of things. Can't relax too much because, as you noted, things change. Now they've got to go out there and get a spark going again and try and slow down this comeback.
And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. Now a signal and a timeout call, as it comes with 9 seconds to go in this first half of play. The kick by Lambeau is good, and they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10. Well, still some climbing left to do to get back to even, but forcing a turnover and getting the field goal there, that's a small step toward erasing the early deficit.
Absolutely. That interception field goal, that's the beginning of what they hope will be several steps towards erasing that deficit and building a lead of their own by the time this game is over.
Final play of the half. It's Ryan. Now this will be swung out wide for Taylor. And he spins past him and into space. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. So we've reached halftime here in a 4-point game, as we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. The Titans going to get the ball to start the second half, and they trail here as we get back to it on EA Sports. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. They do trail, but they have a chance to possess the football first to try and do something about it.
And that certainly makes it something of an important drive for them, because is it going to win the game? No, but you have to do something to bring some life to your sideline.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. They'll go option to the short side. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. It's going to be a gain of 6 on the keeper, but it leads to a 3rd down. A little do-it-yourself run right there and a nice gain.
And I like that he knew that that was about all he was going to get. So he did a nice job of protecting himself, took care of the football, took what the defense gave him. If they continue to allow him to do that, they'll find their way taking what they can all the way to the end zone.
And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down. Here's Brett Kern now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. And now on 4th and 1, it's a fake.
Well, the fake punt gets only a yard, but that's enough to pick up the first. And I don't know what the method is to know when to dial up a fake punt, when not to. Whatever the method there, it worked for him.
I think you actually did explain it. There is no method. It's just a feel, a sense, and a healthy dose of guts in order to call that play in that situation.
Element of surprise, I guess, right?
Yeah, element of surprise and just a strong belief that, hey, we're going to get it done.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. They run wide side with Henry. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming.
Here's Willis.
And he'll find his target, Woods. It's complete. And he will have a Titans first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 47. Now they'll run the option to the short side left. And he is going to lose yardage here. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I know they'd love to take some heat off of that young quarterback, but so far, not much in the running game, and this won't help things either. A loss on that play.
Eluding the pressure right.
Caught by Woods.
And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
Touchdown, Titans! Derrick Henry, 40 yards.
And the Titans have taken the lead here in this 3rd quarter.
Point after by Lambeau, up and good. And it's now 17-14. There's the Titan kick team as they run up and send this one away.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive.
And, Charles, it feels like we're set up for a good second half here. Came out of the locker room, one-score game. Now the lead has already changed hands. Well, this offense, they've got an opportunity right now to take that lead right back.
Yeah, and it feels like you're going back and forth almost a little bit like a tennis match, right? And we're just, our heads just keep moving. Which side has it? Which side's going to score? How are they going to go out doing it? A little bit of a challenge for each side, trying to match each other.
And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. 154 yards rushing for him so far in this one as he nears 1,400 for the year. They go to the ground again with Taylor. And the ball is knocked out.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. Naeem Hines, his first carry.
And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be 2nd down. When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
From the 29, Ryan looking for the end zone. And that is caught. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Paris Campbell, 29 yards. And the Colts have retaken a 3rd quarter lead. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good. And that will make this a 4-point game.
Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
DeForest Buckner in on the tackle. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. A handoff, running left, Henry. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. So both teams trade touchdowns, and the third as we're through 3 quarters of play. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Running left, it's Henry. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
Nice satisfying run on first down for the offense, picking up 5, which means defensively, the thought process is entirely different. You don't want to panic, but at the same time, you're saying to each other, we've got to tighten this down. We can't give up gains like that.
18 Cardinal. I'm coming after you. I'm coming at 18. Pioneer. Ready, go.
On second down, here's Henry. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. 7 yards there and a first down.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So up through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line, tackled there. An 11-yard pickup for the Titans and a first down.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. Henry will get it. He's been busy today. He's able to get 6. A nice pickup down to the 21.
Hey, when you get good yardage like that on first down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4. On the run, this is Hilliard. And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. Dontrell Hilliard, a 21-yard touchdown run. And the Titans answer back with a touchdown of their own to take a 4th quarter lead. Oh, how about this? No good. Just his 2nd miss of the year. And our score will stay right where it is. There's the Titan kick team as they run up and send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the 4th quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a first down. Now it's Ryan. Catch made here by Campbell. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. That's on the tackle, Braden Smith. So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20.
Up the middle, here's Taylor. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Call it a gain of 12, but of course not a first down due to the previous penalty. Throwing on 2nd and 8, Ryan. He'll find a man over the middle. It's Pittman. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. From the gun, it's Taylor. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
2nd down, another run with Taylor. And able to push forward for right around 3 yards down to the 42.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
From the gun on 3rd down, Ryan. And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now fourth down. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
Hey, this is boring. Oh my God, I can't.
This bit boring.
What?
This bitch boring.
How?
Dry as hell. You're not
This
talking to
girl
her.
is dry as the hair desert. This man said, okay. He's alright, okay. Just one word and
I need help,
No,
bitch! Stop fucking.
I can't play with her anymore. She is so boring.
You gotta like express it. Alright, what me
No,
do?
she literally said okay. Alright.
For what?
Every single one of your answers.
Alright,
Like,
watch it.
This is so boring. Oh my God.
Sticks moving, right? Keep the clock going. And above all, ball security. Don't turn it over.
So the Titans in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got a 2nd down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line. 2nd down, they go again with Henry. 13 yards is the pickup for Tennessee and a 1st down. It carries like that. That's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
They'll run. It's Hilliard. Down to the 42, 2nd down.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Have to imagine this will be on the ground as well as they come up 2nd and 7.
You got three down. 57 to Mike. 57 to Mike.
A 20th carry now for Derrick Henry. Call it a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 5. Now the Colts going to burn the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds left to go. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Henry up the middle. And he's going to have the 1st down, yardage to the 35. It's a pickup of 5, and that should just about wrap this one up.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with, and throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
So this one, a Tennessee Titan victory. And we talk so much about the turnover battle, determining who wins, who loses. This game, no exception. Air-free football, no turnovers at all, and they win it.
So this is one you don't have to convince your team that what you're saying is accurate. And you know what I'm talking about. Head coach always stands up in front of the team and says, guys, if we do this, this, and this, we'll win. And usually they say if we win the turnover battle, we'll win. Well, here's the proof right there. Win the turnover battle, go on to victory. Now the guys believe. You move on to the next lesson where you have to convince them. This one is now planted.
So for Tennessee, it's a much-needed victory as it gets them back to 2-4 on the year. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Houston Texans. Meanwhile, for Indianapolis, they fall for the first time this season after 6 wins to start the campaign. And they will be back home next week for a date with Washington. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.